This isn't Jackanory. The Lift by Miss Sparkle Pony 1. Chapter 2. Stuck for a while. The two bandmates stood in front of a door, waiting for one of them to knock on it. "Well, this is her room. Pinky took me here for a sleepover one night. You want to open it?" "Well, it's just, I've never asked for help before, so I don't know what she'll say." Fortunately, Applejack heard the commotion outside her room, and went to see what was going on. "What in tarnation are y'all doing here? And Adagio, why were you so worried on the phone? Did something happen?" Applejack questioned them as she opened the door. The girls stepped inside in the bedroom, and sat themselves on the bed. Adagio cleared her throat. "Well, you see, the thing is that... OMG, Pinky was right! You do have a lot of hats! Almost as much as Adagio puts shampoo in her hair every morning! I mean, you must have seen how much she spends! Sonata, we have a crisis on our hands. Maybe we'll focus on that first," Adagio glared, turning back to Applejack as she continued. "As I said, the thing is that Aria seems to be stuck in a lift in our apartment, and she's trapped with Pinky inside, so we need you to... help us to get them out. 'Cause Sonata is worried that Aria will kill Pinky unless we stop them." Adagio blushed. She never asked for help, and now that she did so, she felt a bit embarrassed. Applejack grew a tiny smirk on her face. "You mean, as in, Aria Blaze, your sister, is trapped with Pinkie Pie?" "This is too rich," she said as she fell onto her bed. "Now Applejack says it like it's pretty funny. Looks like asking for help isn't such a bad idea after all." Back to the present time. Aria was bored out of her skull. So far she's suffered 46 songs, a sing-along, and a history about the Pink Nightmare. "If she doesn't shut up for one friggin' second, I'll beat her up so she looks like one of those crazy animatronics at that new pizza place." "Hey, Aria!" "Yeah?" "What do you think of me?" Aria was confused. "What do you mean?" "I mean, the only connection between us is Sonata. Do you think I'm annoying?" Pinky's voice wavered a bit. Aria wanted to scream. "Of course, you idiot! You don't ever shut up!" But she couldn't. So she said, "Well, sometimes you're a little... unpredictable, if you know what I mean." "Okay, it's just that my parents say that I need to grow up, stop being different. They want me to be a rockologist, while I wanted to be a comedian. See, people laugh. Sometimes I wonder if anyone thinks that I'm childish, immature, and sometimes I get nightmares that..." Aria could see that the usually energetic girl's hair was completely flat, and she started to cry. "That they will stop being my friends." Pinky was now sobbing uncontrollably. Suddenly, Aria was beside Pinky, rocking her back and forth. "Listen, Flamingo, I'm gonna tell you something. And if you tell anybody about this, then you're dead meat. I know how you feel. When we were young sirens, Sonata was cute and fun. Adagio was the young, independent leader. And I was just there. My parents hated me, especially my dad. So he always pushed me about, yelled at me, and punished me more. I hated being rolled over like that. So when my parents left, I tried pushing Sonata around, because I felt good after all these years I get to push someone. I felt like nothing could stop me. But also, 'cause I'm jealous of Sonata. She has a natural cuteness. She has a soft spot from Daji. But she found a best friend. But I don't. Aria never told anyone about this. and now she did feel a little bit better. Aria, I never knew you had it so bad. But you do know that if you want, you can be best friends with me. I'd love to have you as a friend. Maybe 50 Shades of Pink isn't as bad as she seems. Gumdrop. I'd adored it if you would be my friend. Both girls smiled as they huddled each other in the darkness, waiting for someone to find them. 2 hours earlier. So, let me get this straight. You called us here because Pinkie Pie and Aria are stuck in a lift together, and we have to go get them? Rainbow asked Adagio. Yes, 'cause trust me, Aria will go berserk if she doesn't play Grand Theft Auto 5. I'd hate to be a bother, but how are we going to rescue them? Asked Fluttershy, barely audible. Fluttershy does make a valid point. How are we going to help them? Rarity pointed out. The girls moved their rescue planning to Sugar Cube Corner, slipping their milkshakes. Rainbow Dash was peeking at her phone, looking anxious. Has anyone else heard about the robberies going on lately? I have. Sweetie Belle told me about it this morning when she was working on her column. Suddenly, Sunset Shimmer stood up. I have an idea. Listen up. Everyone leaned in to hear her plan. Meanwhile, in a dark alleyway. Alright guys, that last place that we were at got a whole bunch of stuff. Heck, we can even get a bunch of muffins. A gruff voice came out. Who's next? Hey, let's see if there's any apartments to rob. I miss those times. A second voice joined in. Yeah, let's. Please, boss. A third one agreed. Fine, let's see if any apartments are empty, the first one said to his companions. What about the one on the top of the building?